Hi, I'm Greg.
And I'm just Steve.
Welcome to Men and Den. This is Monday. Hi everyone, welcome to another week here on the Den. As you can see, Derek is absent as he is at Cedar Point riding roller coasters right now.
For some insane reason.
I don't know, yeah, he's crazy.
Do you think it's because he likes to get scared?
Ooh, and we've got COVID! Yes, COVID! Fun week, it's been a fun week. So, it's spooky month. Officially.
Yeah, it's October 2nd as of the airing of this video.
There you go. So, that means we're gonna pull out horror movies. So, we're gonna talk about what our favorites are. Me and Steve like different genres of horror movies that are our favorites.
Yeah?
What kind of horror movies do you like, Steve?
You tell me, and I'll tell you what you like.
You like demons and possession and like basically religious horror. If that makes sense. In different elements of religious horror.
And you like slashers.
Yes, I do.
What is it about the slasher that draws you in?
Well,
Because to be honest, I find the premise of Halloween to be a little lame. It's just a guy who runs around killing people.
but it's more realistic than fucking religious horror.
Depends on who you ask.
Well, exactly right? I mean, there's been serial killers in real life, so there's an element. I mean, even though it's over the top, and there's an element of realism.
There's an element of realism. So that's what makes it scary to you because it could really happen.
Yeah, I would say so. And what about you? Why do you like religious horror?
Probably because I was raised in a religious household.
That would do it.
The only thing scarier than, whatever is like, what if the Bible is true? Oh God, the horror. That's the real horror.
Well, we're going to fucking hell, bitch, if that's the case. So what would you say are your favorites?
My all-time favorite is Event Horizon, which marries religious horror with science fiction.
That sounds on brand for you.
The best of both worlds. But probably like, if you want a pure horror movie, then The Exorcist.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Like, it was just so good.
I can get behind that.
It's so freaky.
I like. Oh my God, these cats. I would say probably for me it's between Halloween and Friday the 13th. They're probably my favorites. I mean, I like them all. Like the Nightmare on Elm Streets. All of that is good for me. I guess I kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street because Freddy's a sarcastic bitch when he kills them.
Yes.
He always has those fucking funny one-liners as he's killing them.
And how did you feel about Freddy vs. Jason series?
I actually did like Freddy vs. Jason. I know a lot of people had problems with it because it really wasn't. I mean, realistically, it wasn't a horror movie. It felt more like a comedy than it did a horror. But I liked it. I liked the concept behind it, and just the whole story behind it. Probably the lamest one in the series. I still think Jason Takes Manhattan is the worst Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, is it the 9th one?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Even Jason X, which took place Jason in space, was better than that one.
I remember one year, so my family used to have Friday the 13th parties, where every Friday the 13th we would rent scary movies and stay up late. And one year for Friday the 13th, we had some friends over, friends of the family, and we rented Friday the 13th, the original, which nobody had seen, and Friday the 13th 9, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh my God, that's quite a dirty.
To do compare and contrast. The first one was legitimately terrifying.
Yes!
The 9th one was just like gory and like
it was trash.
schlocky.
Yeah.
Just in an off.
Like that whole scene with the boxer on the rooftop and Jason, and he's fighting with him, and then Jason just does one punch and knocks his head off.
Isn't that the one where fetus Jason runs up the mother's uterus? That's the one that I'm thinking of.
No, that's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
There's no such thing as a fetus Jason. That one, you might be thinking of, I'm trying to think if that maybe is Jason.
No, what's the Jason where Jason comes back to life? Because he got sent to hell, but now he's back.
Jason Goes to Hell.
There you go. That's the one.
I think that's the one. Jason Goes to Hell has this whole reincarnation thing, and
Yeah.
is that the one you saw?
That's the one I saw.
Yeah, that one's just weird because it's different than the rest because it's got an element of he's turning into snakes and entering people and yeah, no, that one wasn't great either. But I mean, I still think it was better than Jason Takes Manhattan, unfortunately. I mean, the two best in the Friday, probably I'll go with the three best, or probably the first two were great. Because, I mean, your first real introduction to Jason Voorhees is in the second one. Because he's not in the first one. And then probably the final chapter, which I believe was the fifth one?
That wasn't very final, was it?
No, it absolutely wasn't. Those were probably my favorites in that series. And you like The Exorcist. Did you see there's a new Exorcist movie that came out this week?
What is it, a reboot of the original?
No, it's a continuation of the story.
Oh, goodness. I didn't watch any of the, sequels or anything.
No, yeah. This is a continuation of the original.
I don't know. I feel like we're in this world where
nobody can come up with nobody can come up with original ideas, so they're rebooting everything.
So it'll probably be a solid 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right, as they all tend to be. Speaking of, though, we still haven't seen the third of the new Halloween movies.
Yeah. We have that on our list. We have to see that this year. Now that it's on demand and crap.
Yes. Related, not really. We've been watching the new American Horror.
Yes, new American Horror Story season. Delicate.
Delicate, yes. I like it so far.
We've already made it further than we did on the last season.
Yeah, we watched a whole 2 episodes. But yeah, I keep teasing Greg and saying it's just inside Greg's mind, the TV show.
It really is. I mean, the whole show is mimicking what I deal with pretty much on a daily basis.
Just random anxieties.
Yeah, with the exception of being pregnant, of course.
Yes, of course.
I mean, we've tried plenty of times to get me pregnant. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened.
Do you have a favorite American Horror Story season?
I still Murder House is my one that I always go back to.
The original?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them I like, but Murder House is the one I tend to go back to the most. Coven's great.
Yeah, Coven is pretty good. I'm trying to think of what my favorite is.
I feel like you haven't even seen them all.
No, I haven't seen them all. Famously, I haven't seen the Lady Gaga episodes from
Hotel.
From Hotel.
Hotel is
Everyone
really good.
says is iconic.
Yes, she's iconic in it. You really liked Roanoke.
Oh yeah, that was different because it was interesting because it was different.
The whole reality show.
They did half of it as a reality show, and then half of it as what happened after the reality show.
Well, no, it's 2 different reality shows. If I remember correctly, the first half was the reality show. They did reenactment.
Yes.
For the first half of the season, and then they pulled all the reenactors and the actual people,
and they put them in the house.
Yes, for the second half.
So it was documentary to reality show.
Yeah.
It was different. You don't see that kind of narrative structure normally.
Exactly.
Just give me something interesting.
I think that was a good season. Boop, be good. Oh my god.
So yeah, we'll just be spending the next couple weeks watching horror movies, and also we're waiting for Derek to come home.
There you
tomorrow,
go.
hopefully.
All right. Well, any horror movies you're looking forward to seeing?
What's coming up?
So, The Nun 2 came out a few weeks ago. The new Saw movie came out. Which apparently the new Saw movie, I'm hearing pretty good reviews about it, but
I feel like Saw burned me out.
Yeah.
They released too many movies too quickly, and I got bored of it.
Yeah, I agree.
But the first one was really good. The first Saw movie was super freaky.
Yeah, I agree. The first one was still the best. I think I like the third one as well. The third one was really good. But after about the third one is when it really started getting weird. And then they had different killers and like, so strange.
Do you have a favorite horror video game?
Horror video game.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going back to my childhood, probably the original Resident Evil Nemesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. I was going to say Resident Evil 7.
There you go. There you go. So we're both on Resident Evil.
It's got... I feel like it's video gamey enough that I can handle it.
Yeah.
But usually for this first person survival horror, I can't handle it. It's too scary.
Exactly. Well, we probably should end this before the cats knock over the camera.
Oh God.
As always, like, share, subscribe, and have yourselves a great week. Bye.
Bye.